Right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. That didn't take... Now Gino on first down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Here's Williams to return. Oh, look at the juke. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
A seasoned veteran. We're seeing more chapters being added in Stafford's decorated career. Secured a Super Bowl ring, remains a respected leader, and his stats, they're better than ever. Now we just continue to watch him climb the ranks of the NFL's all-time passing leaders.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken around the 12. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Stafford. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Stafford now to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll go again here with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And that will push the lead up to 5. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Short throw to Disley.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have. And a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 3. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Akers is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Akers again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll roll him out right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 42 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Seahawks take back over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Smith. He's going to get this underneath to Dallas. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, here's Smith. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Geno. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Myers' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Daniel Jones with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. To throw is Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford, that one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Stafford looks to throw again. And that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Oh, Stafford. And this is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up second down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got it. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Looking to throw. Stafford, he's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional. But that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They'll try the air now with Smith. And Walker has it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now Geno on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through, pick up those guys rushing the quarterback, and give himself a chance.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Geno. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Throwing again at Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down. Stafford. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Shark calls it in.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way the season has started out.
Perky with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Stafford now to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DJ Chark, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And out now come the Seahawks.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10. Smith again. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
19 Tigers.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Smith now to throw.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Smith on 1st down.
He completes this to Walker.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing again is Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Smith. This complete to Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Here's Smith. Short throw to Dissler.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So in Seahawk football, as we march toward a conclusion, they're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To the air again, Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Gino. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
88 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling.